Most wireless video systems feel like a compromise. You either get a rock-solid signal that costs a fortune, or you settle for something that drops frames the moment someone walks in front of the transmitter. But this little box from Hollyland is trying to change that narrative. It feels surprisingly dense in the hand, not like some cheap plastic toy, which is a relief when you're rigging it up to a camera that costs more than a used car. The first thing that hits you is how much they've packed into this frame. It's not just about sending a signal, it's about how clean that signal stays when things get chaotic on set. The range is honestly impressive. Pushing a 4K feed out to 1,300 feet is one thing on paper, but seeing it hold up in a crowded room with a dozen other signals fighting for space is where this thing earns its keep. It uses both 2.4 and 5 GHz bands, and the way it scans for the cleanest channel on startup is a massive time saver. No more fiddling with menus while the director is waiting for a feed. You just turn it on, and it finds the path of least resistance. The latency is sitting at about 60 milliseconds, which is fast enough that you aren't going to notice a delay while pulling focus or checking framing. What's really clever here is the flexibility. You can push that feed to 4 different receivers at once. If you've ever had to deal with a client, a focus puller, and a director all hovering over one tiny camera monitor, you know why that matters. It turns the whole production into a much more collaborative experience. And for the streamers out there, the UVC support is a total win. You plug it into your computer, and it just shows up as a webcam. No capture cards, no extra drivers, just instant high-quality video ready for a broadcast. Now it isn't perfect. The menu navigation can be a little fiddly if you have larger fingers, and it would have been great to see a more robust mounting point for some of the smaller, lighter cages out there. Sometimes you'll find yourself wishing the cooling fan was just a hair quieter in dead silent rooms, though it's rarely an issue once the action starts. Still, for the price and the sheer amount of tech crammed into this chassis, it's hard to argue with the results. It's a reliable, no-nonsense piece of gear that does exactly what it promises without making a fuss. If you're tired of signal drops and messy cable runs, this is probably the upgrade that makes the most sense right now.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.